Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Renee here at Simply Renee. For today's video, I'm going to show you a recipe for an easy ratatouille from the website spendwithpennies.com. And this is a very good flavorful recipe that I enjoy as just a separate meal or even a side dish. These are the main ingredients, and one thing to note is that the bell pepper can be either green, yellow, or orange. I'm going to be using yellow for this recipe because I think it works a little better with that mild sweet taste and really enhances the flavor. Before I begin, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the preparation before you start this ratatouille because it does require a lot of ingredients, especially vegetables that need to be pre-prepared. And that would include dicing up the eggplant, and it's just one small eggplant you need. And then you're going to make sure you have 2 cups of diced fresh tomatoes, 1 large zucchini chopped, and 1 bell pepper chopped as well. To start the recipe, you're going to toss your diced eggplant into a strainer, and then you're going to pour a ½ teaspoon salt on it and then toss it together. Let it drain for 15 minutes in the strainer. And once that 15 minutes is up, you're going to rinse it off and then tap dry with a paper towel. Then in a large frying pan, you're going to melt 2 tablespoons of olive oil on medium heat, 1 onion chopped, and 3 cloves garlic minced, and you're going to cook them for at least 2 to 3 minutes. Sometimes I've done about 4 minutes just to make sure the onions are nice and translucent. But once they're cooked, you're going to add in your eggplant. And this eggplant is going to be cooked until tender, about 6 to 8 minutes. Sometimes I've done about 9 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, just to make sure it's a little bit more tender. And you might want to add a little bit more olive oil at certain points if you feel it's starting to burn a little on the pan. So while the eggplant is cooking, I recommend getting a stainless steel bowl and putting in all your other vegetables in there. That's the zucchini, the bell pepper, and tomatoes. And you're going to pre-prepare it by getting the rest of the seasonings. Now the seasonings are 1 teaspoon of dried basil, a 1/4 teaspoon dried thyme leaves, 2 teaspoons dried parsley, a ½ teaspoon of salt, and an 1/8 teaspoon black pepper. And an interesting thing about this recipe is that when I didn't have thyme leaves, I've tried oregano, and the oregano worked pretty well. It's a nice substitute for the thyme leaves from what I found on the internet. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, and I think it gives a more robust flavor, but bear in mind that the recipe from the website Spend with Pennies does specify thyme leaves, and you're just going to mix this together. And once the eggplant is all cooked and tendered and you taste it a little to make sure it's tender, you're going to add in the rest of the remaining ingredients. Cook them uncovered 20 to 30 minutes, stirring occasionally until the vegetables reach their desired doneness. In this case, you can have it go shorter for tender, crisp veggies, or you can have it go longer for softer veggies and more stewed tomatoes. I'm choosing to go longer because I like the more stewed taste. That's just my preference. Now, once your ratatouille is done, you can do anything you'd like with it. You can have it as a side dish, you can have it as a separate meal. I'm choosing to do it with separate slices of bread, and I'm also adding a bit of basil to it. You can also season it with some salt and pepper to taste, just to make sure you get a little more flavoring if that's what you prefer. I chose to do a little bit more pepper, and I also can add a fresh parsley for serving as an option too. Now, the basil and parsley are an option for this, but it's up to you to decide for whatever it is you like to do.
Very good. Very good, very tasty, great seasoning, fabulous.
And that concludes the easy ratatouille recipe. So this does take a little bit long process where it doesn't feel like it's an easy ratatouille, but I personally like it. It is tasty, it gets all my veggies in that are nicely cooked and seasoned, and it is a very tasty meal. So if you're looking for a more vegetarian type dish and one that is flavorful and tasty and isn't really have a lot of fat or a lot of calories, this is a perfect way to do it. It's a nice, easy meal too. I thank you so much for tuning in, and if you'd like to see more recipes, please click the links in the description and go to my playlist. But you can also check out more that I'm having to come because I'm planning to do more recipes because it has been delayed for a while. And I just thank you so much again for tuning in. Please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell. I'll see you next time. Bye.